and welcome. My name is Ming. I'm the Executive Director of the Giving Exchange.
And I'm Rihanna Placide, Director of Operations, and it's so good to be here with you tonight.
Thank you for joining us live for our 2024 Path to Giving Gala.
We have a big program for you tonight. You're going to be hearing from our partners on the ground, our project beneficiaries, our team, and our founder about this high-impact, purposeful journey we've been on throughout the year together.
You'll be able to watch from the comfort of your home and fundraise actively in Pavey during our live auction, paddle raise, and paddle sweeps.
And please join in on the fun by chatting away in the chat box. We would love to hear from you.
Let's start off the show with Rod and our origin story.
We started the Giving Exchange in 2001 when I first set foot in Kenya, seeing my daughter. She was with Youth with a Mission, and it was run by Winnie. And I immediately fell in love with the community and the country and the people. And one story that comes to mind is we were delivering milk from the orphanage that we are to a very wealthy neighborhood. And the driver that I was with came up to the house, very big house, and he looked at the house and he said, "I'm just so sad for the people that live there." And I said, "Well, why are you sad for them?" And he said, "They don't know who their true friends are, where I do." And so it's part of the story that really shows the heart of the people here, that they truly care for each other, are very gentle and very loving. Over the 10 years, we've learned a lot. We're continuing to upgrade and really learn more about the community and how to make these projects more self-sustainable. One project that comes to mind is a man who was going to do a shop. He buys and sells products, chips, gum, things like that. Well, he'd buy gum for a dime. He was going to sell it for a dime because he didn't want to screw his neighbors or mark up the gum. But we then worked with him on an Excel and said, you have rent, you've got electricity and things like that. You've got to charge more than the dime in order to make this work. And so that's kind of the business training that's needed with these projects that we're doing. And we look forward to doing that with all of our projects. One of the interesting stories I have is we built a septic system at one of the orphanages we went to. And so I was coming from the West and we were going to get a big machine to dig a 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot hole. And the local chief came to me and said, "Let's not use a big machine that costs $1,000 a day. Let's get local men and women to build this and to dig this hole." And so the local men and women came and they dug this hole for us. We paid everybody at about half the cost of the big machine. But one man came to me afterwards and says, "Thank you for hiring me for this project. You fed my family for a whole month." So we've learned over that time that we don't come here and do the work. We work with the locals to train, educate, and really empower them to do the work themselves. Our work is not done. With your support, we will continue to do the projects that we're doing today. If you've been with us for 10 years or brand new to the Giving Exchange, I want to thank you. Truly, your dollars mean a lot. They go so far for the projects that we do. It means so much to me that you trust us with those dollars and that we take those dollars with care, we implement them, we check up on them, we certify them so that you know that we have taken care of your money. We so appreciate it. Please continue to give us that bloodline that we need to continue doing these projects here.
So Ming, we've been on almost 5 trips to Kenya together, I think. Yeah. Isn't it such an amazing place? Every time we go, there's just something special and new, right?
Totally. I think our first trip together was back in 2017. So it is so wonderful to think how far things have come, our projects. For me, it's so special year after year to be going back and seeing some of the same kids, many of the same partners, watching those people grow and change, but also the relationships strengthen. People like Lunar Odawa from Joe Dada and Sister Esther and Divine Mercy, the projects, the people, and it's really a second home.
Yeah, it really is. I remember my first trip in 2017. What was just so special was, in just a few hours coming off of the airplane, of course, what strikes you first is of course, the poverty that you see all around. But then we go to Morningstar and we see this huge group of kids so full of life and energy and joy. And it's just exhilarating. And I think they're some of the happiest people I've met in my life. And it's just so special what they have there.
So we are excited to bring that element to you now with a video of the Morningstar children.
Welcome to the TGE Gala 2024. my name is Ria Dirito. I'm the director and co-founder of Morning Star Children's Home in Kiambu, Gaishosho. Welcome to our home.
When I grow up, I want to be a pilot.
I would like to become an engineer.
I want to be a teacher.
You never really know what's going to happen. Each day is different. Some days, most of the days, you'll get a phone call from either the children's office. Those are the people we work very closely with the kids. It's a child protection, and we do work with the children's office locally here in Kiambu. And most of the time you'll get a call for maybe a rescue or different things like that.
My dreams is to discover the solar system.
To treat as many children as possible.
To make airplanes.
Some of the biggest challenges is the normal, the school fees, the food. Like any other family, you can imagine if you're a family of 5, you have all the normal needs that you have, and then you just multiply that by 51, and it becomes really chaotic at times. But God has definitely been our rock. He's definitely been our provider through many people, like through now partnering with TGE and James 127 and many other people to be able to help us run mornings.
My favorite TG memory is visiting Nairobi National Park to see wild animals. The way we used to go to Jordada.
How we have fun with them. Play table tennis, play basketball, and making new friends.
I love singing.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed hearing from Ria and the kids. They are so close to our heart. Next up, we want to share with you how we've added education to our programs so that not only are we funding the micro enterprise itself, but we are improving the longevity by including everything they need to know to have a successful business.
The Giving Exchange promises lasting impact, but what truly makes a project last? Over the past 11 years, implementing more than 100 projects, our team has found time and time again that the key lies in leadership, communication, and education. Education has become a critical component of our work. We've seen firsthand how access to knowledge transforms lives, opening doors to new opportunities, fostering sustainable enterprises, and uplifting entire communities.
The training that the Giving Exchange provided really helped us to recognize the opportunities and have the courage to seize the opportunities in our communities. It was experiential, it was practical, so that when we are discussing things like getting out of your comfort zone, when you're looking at things like record keeping, bookkeeping, money management, market research, all those things, they were so practical, so experiential, so that you could actually apply in context.
The beauty of this program is that the practicality of it. So even as we roll it out in the training of the community and the girls around here in the safe house, is that we'll be able to monitor what they're doing. So if you've started a business and you've gone through this business school, we have now what we call coaching sessions where we come and see how is your business running? What can we do to help you run better?
We are going to educate the young people in our society who are saying there is no job, but we are going to give them something that they will never forget. We are going to impact our societies by engaging our young people on business, and they are going to have money into their pocket.
I have gained a lot of experience from this program because I've been studying tailoring, beauty and hairdressing, and through those training I have been able to get work. I've been able to do jobs which I couldn't do before.
As we look to the future, we're committed to going even further, incorporating essential business training into every project, ensuring every entrepreneur we support has the tools to thrive. We believe in the power of education to change lives.
We are so grateful to Ria and Francis for being here tonight and for sharing with us about how far that education program has really come in the last year. I'm so proud. And now I'm excited to introduce Jolie Kambere from Uganda.
Hi everyone, my name is Kambere Jolie, the Program Director, Youth Partnership Uganda. I'm happy to be with you. Hi everyone.
We're so thrilled. They're excited about this evening. Let's roll a short video about the pig rearing program with Youth Partnership Uganda.
There is a proverb that you teach me to a fish other than giving me a fish. When you give me a fish, I just get one. But when you teach me to a fish, I shall catch many. So it is what Youth Partnership Uganda has done to us, giving us building capacity through trainings.
In 2020, we experienced some floods and landslides in Kitoru sub-county. And when they had happened, I went and carried out a rapid needs assessment. And when I assessed the community members, I found out that the levels of poverty were so high. And we had to do some ranking. And after asking them which kind of projects they would do that are favorable in their community and would be in a position to generate income. And a bigger number of the members of the community, they suggested that we can only empower them with the piggery project.
Having received the pigs, it has been productive to us in a way that some beneficiaries have managed to pay fees for their children, and some have managed to construct temporary housings, and some have bought some small lands, having been lost our fertile land by landslides. So the same project has assisted a lot in our soil fertility by providing composite manure, hence reduces malnutrition amongst our children and older persons.
Achambonu shetu eshishaviritwaticha mubiri munene sikatuwatikaya okwisomesya abana ishatuwaticha nokwibyaathuka abana omuboga owerisasa mwabyalya byethu mwatulima twejokoni neryo kandi bo sikabya syamabiributa ebyana neryo thukaghulha yethu abana kasente twabe tunemulya nakeriri kabe kanemubanika.
Thank you, Giving Exchange. Thank you, Giving Exchange.
Jolie, it's amazing that you're here in California. Thank you for coming all this way. It's really special.
Yes, I'm happy to be here in California to come and attest this project that we're implementing in Uganda. Thank you.
That's awesome. So can you share with our audience tonight how the piggery project has been going this year?
So far, the 90 families that have benefited out of this project, they are able now to improve their income from 0 to 35%.
Wow, 35%. That's amazing.
Yes, please.
Wow, that's really encouraging. And is there a specific story that has marked you during your work in Kasese?
Yeah, one of the stories that I can attest to our viewers is that we have one Bambu Yones, a 46-year-old widow who lost the husband in the 2021 floods, and she has been able to improve her income at household level after offering her a pig. And it has followed 3 times where she has earned $1,500, and she has constructed a permanent house. She can be able to educate her children, and she can be able also to pay the medical bills for her children. We are proudly humbled with TGE by funding this project. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. It's so impactful and meaningful to hear those stories. And we have more stories to come, so please stay tuned. We've got lots more in our program for you tonight. We're going to roll the opening video and we'll see you on the other side.
Each of us walks our own path. The trails might look very different from one another. One thing that remains constant is that support throughout the journey helps everyone. Backbone for these incredible journeys. We're so glad you've joined us for tonight's Path to Giving.
Thank you, thank you. Hello again to everyone and welcome to our virtual audience. We invite you to enjoy tonight's Path to Giving Gala. My name is Ming Ritchie. I've met many of you here this evening and I am the Giving Exchange's Executive Director. Tonight, we worked really hard to bring you all on a journey with us. We travel once a year to Kenya and now Uganda to visit our projects, and we only get to bring 10 to 20 ambassadors a year. And so the question was, how can we make all of our supporters here in California, around the country, get that experience firsthand? And that is why we created tonight's journey. That journey was only possible due to an incredible crew. First, I want to thank our event sponsors. We have 18 sponsors this year. The number keeps going up across 4 different levels: opportunity, sustainability, impact, and growth. And thanks to these 18 sponsors, we have started tonight's base fundraising at $85,000. So please give them a round of applause. Additionally, we have 25 auction donors this year. The silent auction closed at 7 p.m. I hope everyone got in on that. And I hear we raised more than $15,000 from the silent auction alone. And coming up, we have a live auction, so get ready for that. Next, I want to thank our event committee and our production team. We've been working for months and months to make this very complex journey happen for you tonight. Envision Communications, headed by Ethan Carter this year, and the entire Live Box digital team making us look and sound so good tonight. Please give them a round of applause. And I want to talk for a minute about these partnerships. So we treasure our partnerships no matter where they come from Youth Partnership Uganda to Morningstar and all of our in-country partners, to Envision Communications, our local partners. This year, we are embarking on a new type of partnership, and that is with other local American nonprofits doing similar work to us so that we can expand and amplify our work. One of those partners we formalized a sister relationship with this year in the summer, and that is Fountain of Life Africa, or FOLA. So we have many FOLA supporters here in the room tonight, and I would like to ask their founder and director, Mark Seymour, to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. What a pleasure to be here, and how wonderful to see all these wonderful faces and to hear about the work that's being done throughout sub-Saharan Africa with the Giving Exchange and with all the partnerships they have. And we're blessed to be part of their family now. As Ming said, our partnership started just in this summer. So as you mentioned, I'm co-founder of Fountain of Life Africa, executive director. We've been in operations for 13 years. We are based in Zambia right now. So you've heard about a lot of countries where TGE is operating. Zambia was not one of them until now. That was my childhood home. And I had a calling to go back there about 15 years ago and see a great need in the rural communities that were underserved. And we really saw that we can be a bridge between those in the US who wanted to support opportunities, particularly for children, but for families and communities in 3 key areas. And the areas we focus on are healthcare, education, and then water, clean water. And we see that those 3 are inextricably linked because they're all necessary for children to thrive and to break the cycles of disease, of illiteracy, and of poverty. So in those 13 years now, we have built in these rural communities 10 schools, 3 major medical facilities, and we put clean water into 20 communities. Thank you. And thanks to our donors and supporters, many of who are here this evening, we have 2 projects ongoing right now, and we have 2 projects lined up for next year. Our model is 1 clinic, 1 school, and we're moving into secondary education now, and clean water into all of those locations each year. So we're continuing to focus on that. Through meeting Rod and Drew professionally last year, we realized we also personally had a very similar passion and calling, and we saw that our missions and visions were very similar. So this partnership has really got a lot of power to further extend the impact that everyone can have here who has a heart for giving to sub-Saharan Africa. So I just want to thank you for this opportunity. It's wonderful to be here. I'm happy to meet with any of you who want to learn more about FOLA, and we'll be around all evening, and thank you again.
Thank you, Mark. I want to say thank you personally. It's been very exciting to get to work with you and your organization, and you are an inspiration and a mentor to me in this shared space. So thank you for being here. The last 11 years has led us to meet so many passionate and inspiring and smart people in this space. And I want to thank all of these people who have really become our tribe and our crew. First of all, our board of directors. If you could wave your hand if you're on the board of directors. We have 15 board members. About 2/3 of them are here tonight because we've gone national and we have board members all over the country now, and it's really growing our reach and our
impact thanks to these 15 individuals who donate time, resources, expertise to make our organization flourish. Our volunteers, the names get smaller because we add more and more every year. They're all over the world. You see a lot of KEUG, that's Kenya, Uganda, then the rest are states all over the country. This incredible team works not only tonight at events like these, we have a huge crew, but also month after month doing things like social media, marketing, fundraising, project management, amazing, amazing group. And if you know anyone who wants to volunteer, we are always looking. And our staff also got a little bit bigger than last year. What a surprise. So between Rihanna and myself, who you have met, we also have Penina and Charles on the ground in Kenya. Penina has been with us for almost 5 years now. Charles just joined this year, but was raised at Morningstar, so he has been on the team for a long time. Shelly, our bookkeeper, manages all of our finances. Brittany is our development associate for TGE back there at registration. I'm sure you worked very closely with her to get your seats tonight, and I hope you thank her on the way out because she has done so much for this event. And Haley is managing development for FOLA, so she's joined the team just this year. So without further ado, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been on my team. It is a huge privilege to run this organization, and I could not do it without every single name and more than you've seen on this slide. But now I want to welcome to the stage my co-pilot who wears all of the hats, Miss Rihanna Placide.
Hi again, everyone. Are you having an amazing night? Well, I get the fun job of telling you all about the exciting places our journey throughout the year has led us to. The year started strong with a Training of Trainers program, where our partners are educating their beneficiaries on how to start and run their own micro-enterprise. You've heard about that through Coach Francis earlier this evening. With the Baraka Women's Centers, we launched 2 cycles of a 6-month skills training program that includes hairdressing, beadwork, computer technology, and tailoring. The initiative generated such an interest that an additional 100 women signed up for it. You'll be hearing from a few of them later tonight. And you've probably heard of this project before. We started a animal feed production using black soldier fly larvae. That's with our partner, the Karambi Group of People with Disabilities. You've heard this, I think, last year, maybe the year before. We helped them expand their self-regenerating production, which strengthens their livestock and increases their profitability. And this year, we empowered 3 families in the communities to expand their own farms. In addition to these impactful programs, for the first time ever this year, we launched 15 projects with new organizations across East Africa. All of these numbers made us reach a remarkable milestone. Get ready for this. In June, we reached 100 projects implemented since our beginning. 100, can you believe that? We're now at 106. Throughout the year. So that represents nearly 70, well, this says 72, it's actually close to 73,000 people reached through these projects, and these people now have a promising road ahead thanks to these sustainable projects. And that would not be possible without you. Thank you so much for being here and supporting our cause. But we're not stopping there. We want to go even further to help more communities and more people have a better life for themselves. So let's sum it all up. From our meager beginnings where we were doing a handful of projects every year to 2023, where we invested $180,000 to implement 14 projects. And this year, we set out ambitious goals to reach even more people. And I'm proud to report that we almost doubled our impact since last year with $250,000 over 25 new projects. And that's a record number. So what's next? Next year, we want to reach even more people. We want to reach 35 projects, and for that, we need $340,000. Do you think we can do it? Well, and then that's why you're here tonight. We're counting on you to help us bring about lasting change to even more communities. Before turning our attention to the future, I want to take a moment to celebrate this massive achievement with you. Thank you to all of us who helped us reach this incredible milestone of 100 projects. And thanks to all of you joining here tonight, maybe for the first time. You're going to help us even reach our next 200 projects, right? So thank you so much for your attention, and we're going to roll a short video.
One vision of a world where children have every opportunity to build their best future, and where communities are implementing the solutions they need to make life better for themselves and for generations to come. One mission: to partner with under-resourced communities to implement sustainable projects for a lasting impact. And today, the Giving Exchange celebrates 100 projects implemented since its beginning 10 years ago. 100 sustainable projects that have impacted over 70,000 lives. From animal rearing to vegetable farming, skills training, and micro businesses, every project is locally conceived, managed, and grown. Every project improves livelihood, spreads hope, and plants seeds for a brighter future.
Thank you, TGE.
Thank you.
Thank you, TGE.
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 Please welcome founder and president of the Giving Exchange, Rod Michaels.
We are jamming a lot of stuff, so we're going to keep moving forward. I know it's hard to be eating and doing all this stuff, but we want to keep cognizant of your time. And so my speech is pretty short. The theme of this year is the path to giving. And for me, it's about really it's like your journey of giving. And so I want to tell you a personal journey going way back. The year is 1969, and I'm 11 years old. I'll wait till you do the math. Yeah, he's old. I grew up in Iowa on a farm, and it's Christmas time. There's 8 of us around the Christmas tree, and we're opening presents. My father opens up this, the Polaroid Land Camera 330, introduced in 1969. That was a pivotal point in my life, because I took it from him and never gave it back. From that, I started my career. I was a photographer, newspaper, yearbooks, and all of that. And I went to college. I did photography classes. One of you read and you study the greats, Ansel Adams with Half Dome. One of the photographers was Eugene Smith, W. Eugene Smith. And his most famous photograph was taken after he was severely injured in World War II. He's in World War II. He was shooting for Life magazine, if anybody knows, again, old people. He was shooting for Life magazine in World War II in Japan, and he was severely injured, almost killed. So he didn't shoot for a whole year. And he was recovering, and he then shot this picture, which is pretty famous. He said, during my recovery, I thought I needed to get to the light. And the title of this is The Walk to Paradise Garden, And Juanita's on the left, Patrick's on the right. And his quote, I have to read this: It's the delight at there. It's showing the delight of the children discovering new things in the woods. It's a beautiful photograph, right? And this touched me because of you. I feel this is TGE and you. We are walking together to discover new things together. We could not do what we do without you and the things that we do for you with what you give to us. The money and the time and the energy that you saw allows us to be that conduit that we walk together and get all those projects done. We could not do it without you, and we need you, and you need us. I think you are on your own journeys at home and with your life. You have a journey that you've been going for since you've been born. Part of that journey is that you are giving. You're in philanthropy. You're here because you care and you want to do something about it. We are here to help you do that. For people who have been here and helping us for 11 years, thank you so much. It's been a great, great journey from 0 projects till today. So you can clap, it's okay. Thank you. For you that are new, believe me that we will do whatever we can to get your funds, your care, your love to these people and these projects that we do every day. It's not done without you, and it's not done without us. We are a great team. We are Juanita and Patrick together. So, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for what you have done and what you will do. And now we do raising some money. So, Emily, if you'll come back up, we'll start with you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. And those of you at home, thank you so much for joining us this evening as well. Most important part of the program is about to happen. So we're going to kind of recollect, remember the stories that we heard when you went on your journey. Remember the stories that you saw in the videos. My favorite part, the Fund a Need, I love because it's all heart and every single person here gets to be involved. We're going to shift gears. We're going to learn a little bit more. TGE's biggest program is the Baraka Women's Centers. The Baraka Women's Centers in Nairobi and Rumaruti, Kenya support hundreds of marginalized and impoverished women with training, mentoring, and psychosocial support. Over the last 2 years, TGE has supported the center with $57,000 towards skills, training, helping a total of 385 women build a better life for themselves and their families. Here's the video to learn more.
I got here because I finished school and I didn't have much to do. I was just at home. Then a friend of mine introduced me to Baraka Women. That is where I was able to come here and start doing the courses that I'm doing, which is dressmaking and computer.
Hawadiscriminate, hawasemi ni wasichana peke yake ama ni boys peke yake ama wazazi hawapaswi kusoma, wanapatia watu wote opportunity.
It has helped me grow so far. Selling thrift shop has its challenges, mainly when there is like a down season when you don't get clothes. But since now I can make my own clothes, I'm able to have a stable income. My favorite thing about the school is the environment, whereby when I come here, I feel welcomed. The teachers are good. I get knowledge from them. It's just an environment where you feel comfortable. Like sometimes maybe you don't want to come to school, but then you remember there's these people. It's motivating.
My dream job is to own my spa one day and do whatever I've been taught here.
I like saying that I am a multi-talented person. That means I have a lot of things in mind. But firstly, I would mostly having a fashion brand. If I get to buy a machine, I'll be able to make other clothes for clients. These are jobs that you can do anywhere, anytime. It doesn't require much. All you need is just product in yourself and the skills that you've been taught. So it can help anyone, from a single mother to a youth who has not realized what they want to do, to anyone in life. They can help, they can benefit from this program, and they can end up doing great things.
Last opportunity to give, TGE's monthly member program. We have a few inaugural members in the room. Raise your hand if you are already a member of the Roots. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A few of you, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. It's huge that you are here and paving the way. The rest of you have the opportunity to get involved in the action. To make it spicy, we are gonna draw a winner of the inaugural members of the Roots to win a $500 Visa, nope, not Visa gift card, Virgin Experiences gift card. We're gonna learn a little bit about the Roots right now.
We all run our lives on budgets. Based on what comes in, we can determine our spend. Simple concept, but not always that easy for a nonprofit. In the nonprofit world, we have traditionally relied on fundraising events. These events are great, but they create spikes in income and then long droughts without anything coming in. Not very sustainable for a nonprofit that focuses on self-sustaining projects. But what if it didn't have to be this way? Enter the Roots program. The Roots is the Giving Exchange's recurring donor program. Members of the Roots spread out what they would traditionally give annually and give that monthly throughout the year. This allows us to implement new projects and provide continuous and consistent support to our current partners and beneficiaries, knowing that we have ongoing support and financial backing. As a member of the Roots, you get early access to certain events and gifts, but most importantly, our love and appreciation and the knowledge that you are providing ongoing, dedicated support to our mission. So whatever you can give that is significant to you, whether it's $25, $100, $1,000 per month, please know that your ongoing support is changing lives, more people, more projects, more impact. Please join the Roots today.
Please join the Roots!
All right. That's all of my housekeeping. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for inviting me back for a 5th year in a row.
Okay, you're right.
Okay.
But thank you so much. I'm blown away by this. We are going to do so much work with this. Thank you so much. We blew our number away, so thank you. We will do great work with it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I think that's all we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. This was an amazing evening, beyond our expectations. We're so grateful. This is going to be an amazing next year ahead. So thank you so much.
Thank you.